Here with Cassy, my dog, out in nature, more or less, and ready to start this little INFJenius Unfiltered episode for you geniuses. Hope you're all having a good one and taking care. It is a Saturday morning as I record this, for those of you watching it later. And it's really quiet in the neighborhood. So a nice time to be out and, well, it's in nature. It's outside. We might take a stop here somewhere in the grass and just enjoy a spot where Cassy can relax. Hello. No real topic per se for this video. Just been thinking a lot lately about everything that's kind of unfolding in the world, and if you've been watching, you know I've been encouraging you all to step up as INFJs, for those of you who are an INFJ. If you don't know what your personality type is, of the 16 Myers-Briggs types, then really simple, a totally free test you can take and get your results is at 16, like the number 16, 16personalities.com. And like I said, it's totally free. I don't get anything out of promoting it. It's just the site that I've used personally and have appreciated for, well, almost about 10 years now, since I first took that test and another test and figured out that I was an INFJ. I don't really see my role on this channel to explain psychology things in depth. That is not my expertise, nor do I want it to be. But it's more of, I guess you could say, my expertise on my own personality type, which is INFJ, and self-development, things I learned years that apply to leadership and self-development. And it could even be exercise related. Yesterday I did nothing special, but kind of like my first video on this channel related to exercises in particular, because I do know it's very important if you're trying to improve yourself, that taking good care of yourself physically so you can have the energy and stamina to do whatever it is you want to do is huge. I could have all these insights, predictions, whatever about this world, but if I weighed 300 pounds and ate a bunch of junk all the time, never exercised, I would not be useless, but I would be much less useful than I have been. And I mean, that's coming from someone who went through cancer and chemo this year, and it was really rough, but I'm thankful that I'm here just a few short months later, and not just make videos and talk to you all, but working on all kinds of projects and going to the gym and feeling much better because I worked for it. And yeah, that combined with a good diet and sleep, it all makes a huge difference. So when it comes to self-development, yeah, information is, of course, important, but there's a lot more to it than that. You really do have to take good care of yourself if you want to go after any goals that you have. And not everybody wants to do that, I might add. I was kind of reminded recently, again, after many reminders of this, that you can share all kinds of good truths and information and things to help people, like I try to do my best at. And lots of people just won't care. They're not interested to improve themselves. And they're just really happy to live the day-to-day world as it is, do the same things they've been doing the last 10 or 20 years or their whole lives. And what can I say about that? Or what can I think? Well, that's not me. I will never be that kind of person, because every time I grow, change, improve, and look back at 5 years ago where I was, I'm like, man, I'm so glad that I'm not just doing that stuff anymore. Like, really, I'm thankful to God that I'm not in the exact same mindset that I was back then. However, I don't know, are some people okay with that and there's nothing wrong with it? Sure, I suppose. Actually, no, I'm not going to say yes, but I'm not here to judge, and everybody lives their own life. And I don't know, I think it's kind of a lot to do with your relationship with the Lord, because when you have that relationship, the Holy Spirit is always like working on you somehow, trying to mold you, improve you in just countless ways. So, and we are far from perfect on this earth. So, yeah, that's my belief. That's just from my own experience in life. Thanks for telling me. Man, the mute button on YouTube has really been killing me lately because it's not obvious if you press it. I wonder how long ago I pressed that. I wonder if it's been muted from the beginning. It could have been. Well, if I was muted, I guess this was a good live to do it because I don't really have anything particular to cover in this video. Hi, Elaine. You're gonna have to keep me posted, Elaine, about how the Medexus supplements are going for you over the next week or so. I hope and trust you're gonna feel better somehow, because all the friends that I know that have tried Rhythm, Tranquility, and several other supplements have noticed results and feel better, like if not on day one, in the first couple days. It's different for everybody. Okay, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. And of course, just like everything I share with you guys, I do want it to bless you, help somehow, or at the very least, be mildly entertaining. So, yeah, it's Saturday morning here. It's really quiet in the neighborhood, which I like. And okay, Irma. Yeah, I think you would be blessed by it too. I've been kind of, I guess, gradually sharing some more products on Amazon Live, but I'm going to be much more random on there because it's just not really a priority or passion for me to sell products per se, but if it's something I really love and Medexus is at the top of the list, then yeah, I want to do it because I know it'll help others. But no time in the near future are you going to see me doing like regular commercials like you see on a lot of YouTube channels. I just don't want to do that. Most people are seeing enough commercials anyway. Oh, you got Trumpography by Gene Ho. Nice. And he signed it? Excellent. That's cool. It's a great book. I'm only at the beginning. I'm a slow reader because I love learning by video and audio, and books are like number 3. I'm trying to improve at that form of learning because it's a great one, but usually I'm just so busy with projects and stuff. Yeah, you like his signature? It's a very interesting signature. I would agree. And I think in one video I talked about that briefly. What podcast are you referring to, Irma? Are you talking about INFJenius or, oh, hello, you're talking about George Magazine. Well, they put the announcement out there seeking podcasters, and if you saw the video, you know that I'm definitely at the top of the list for consideration. But right now they're kind of evaluating, deciding working on the strategy that they want to implement for podcasters as well. So basically the short update is I'm at the top of the list for consideration, but it's all kind of like unfolding as we speak and what that means. So, I mean, no matter what, I'm already like an unofficial podcaster for George Magazine and have had the approval from the company, if you want to say, on what I've been doing. But yeah, they're kind of deciding things this month, next month, and we'll see how it goes. So it's possible that 1 month from now I could be officially podcasting for George Magazine. I don't really know. And I mean, I'm very interested in the opportunity, but it will even depend on what they'd want me to do too, because like I said, I got lots of projects I'm working on, and it's definitely sort of a collaboration, partnership of some kind. And so I'm not saying I would turn it down, but yeah, it's just kind of like things are still being worked out. So I'll keep you posted. And you're following the channels, so you're going to know on day one if anything new starts. The best is yet to come. Amen. Oh, Lane, you did some exercise today. Nice. Yeah, it's been feeling really good after, well, what was it? Beginning of July is kind of like when I finished chemo and was at the very beginning of recovering from it and getting back to exercise. That was kind of like the beginning of July. So August, September, 2.5 months later, and I've been trying to do something at least every day. And yeah, in that short time, 2.5 months, I feel like $1 million in comparison. And of course, the diet has a huge effect on that. But if you're doing a little exercise, you're eating well, taking those Medexa supplements, I mean, I can almost promise you, you're going to feel a lot better after a couple months. So yeah, just keep trying, you know, and even if it's just a few minutes of exercise a day, it doesn't have to be like high intensity anything, just whatever it is you can do, just a solid 15 minutes. That's what I would say. It does take time, but it gets easier the longer you do it. Yeah, walking's great, of course. I would walk more if I could, but I'm not really able to walk long distances yet, so the bike is better for me. But whatever it is, walk, bike, any kind of cardiovascular exercise. But then if you can do, well, see, this is why I'm probably going to do some more kind of easy at-home exercise videos, just when I'm in the mood and have the time, because you really don't need to go to the gym. You just need to learn some simple things you can do on your own, and it makes a huge difference. Your dog is too aggressive. Oh yeah, that makes it hard to go for a walk when you got a crazy dog. And Cassy used to be much more crazy in her youth, but now she's pretty laid back. So, speaking of diet and exercise and doggy, I'm probably going to eat my late breakfast. Another thing I've been trying to get back to that I know is effective and healthy is just fasting. And usually, like, the minimum fast is 16 hours. I mean, technically, every time we sleep, we're fasting, but to really notice it and I think get much health benefit from it needs to be like 16 hours. So that would be roughly from 8 at night to 12 noon the next day. And I've been enjoying it. It tends to you tend to lose a little bit of unnecessary fat over time. You don't have to do it every day, but if you do it several times a week, that makes a big difference. It gives your body a chance to rest from digesting food all the time, and it gets a chance to clean out some extra junk. That's pretty much the layman's explanation of fasting. And of course, some people go crazy and they'll do a whole day, 2 days, 3 days. I've never done that yet. Maybe someday I will. But the 16-hour fast is pretty easy, really, especially after you've done it several times. You just got to keep busy in the morning or something so you don't think food, food, food constantly. And I really do feel like it gives me a little extra clean out of my body, time to do that. And like I said, you're going to get a little bit leaner by doing that. So, oh, you've been fasting, Elaine. Awesome. So, yeah, I did my first little gym video, which wasn't really that much. It was mostly talking anyway, but maybe a precursor to actual exercises and just some quick training kind of stuff. So that's great, Elaine. I'm glad you're feeling better. You just feel weak. Yeah, just keep up with the good nutrition, sleep, nap as much as you need to, and the Medexa supplements, and exercise every day. And I do hope that'll help you. I hope you'll feel a lot better in the coming days. So I'm going to wrap it up there, like I said, so I can eat. It's almost noon here. And yeah, I'm approaching 16 hours since eating last night. So I will see you all again soon. Thanks for watching, geniuses. Take care.